Hi, in this video I will talk about the Joseph Surah. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. These are proofs of this profound scripture. It's interesting that Joseph Surah is one of the surahs that is chronologically mentioning the stories and starting with these letters, and it shows the referring the mathematical structure in the Quran. And it is interesting. We have revealed it in Arabic Quran that you may understand. We narrate you to the most accurate history through the revelation of this Quran. Before this, you were totally unaware. And we saw that the history actually confirms it, as the stories in the Christian literature lacks of information and detail, and Quran tells us with a lot of detail, and it is very dense surah actually. Recall that Joseph said to his father, "Oh, my father, I saw 11 planets and the sun and the moon. I saw them prostrating before me." He said, "My son, do not tell your brothers about your dream, lest they plot and scheme against you. Surely the devil is man's worst enemy." So it is mentioning that it is jealousy. Your Lord has thus blessed you and has given you good news through your dream. He has perfected his blessings upon you and upon the family of Jacob, as he did for your ancestors Abraham and Isaac before. Your Lord is omniscient, most wise. So this is interesting thing is. So this wisdom is something that people can gain and learn and pray. Praying is sort of a way to get it. And we see that here that knows it. And from this verse, we get that Joseph's education is from his dad. Previously, in one of the previous videos, I have mentioned that in the Quran we cannot see Joseph is studying and working some topic, being excellent on something. Later we see that Joseph is finding a stepdad, and with wealth, and at the end he found himself in the prison. And so that environment, such environment can help. So I mean the rich environment can help him to improve himself. So he is a slave for some officials, as we know. So later he found himself as a official at the end of the story, after being so patient and after proving that he is innocent and he is a patient person. So this is one of the things that showing the education of Joseph. It's like he's not like being a leader without any education. So the parental education exists, and there are other verses related to him. So and he is so we thus establish Joseph. So you can see the man who bought him in Egypt said to his wife, "Take good care of him, maybe he can help us, or maybe we can adopt him." We thus established Joseph on earth, and we taught him interpretation of dreams. So you see this verse, the verse 21 is sort of like a from the dad to another dad. And interpretation of dreams, God's command is always done, but most people do not know. This is very interesting. So we see here that the other person is actually also giving him an education here, so to prepare him for his latest job and to be lead people. And it is same with Moses maybe, and Moses also learning from other people, but this is a different study indeed. So and also it shows that he can protect himself, and he can reject the pleasure, simple pleasure. So this is part of the wisdom he get, and we can see this in this surah. So the consistency is perfect, and this also, it's so hard to understand this nuances and these differences, this detail, because then later he is interpreting other dreams, and if he failed to interpret other dreams only one moment, he cannot go out of the prison. If he didn't choose the best way to choose like that, and he has no alternative, and committing sin or going to prison, so he chose the prison. But later it turns out, and it leads him to be a leader in the community, and before he cannot achieve this. And the father of Joseph is very patient person, and he's also part of his education. But other brothers cannot learn because they're jealous of Joseph, so that they have a jealousy of Joseph. And also we see the other details in the Quran highlighted, like for example, we see that the brothers are jealous, but later they ask God for forgiveness, and later they can see Joseph because they wish that they will be forgiven by God. They're not that bad. They're jealous, but not that bad. So that God is allowing them to commit sin, and it turns out to be an adventurous life for Joseph, but it makes him leader in the world. So maybe there's something. So as long as we become patient, and eventually we will achieve God's treasure. And that's all I want to say in this video, and you can also read verses one by one. And thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next video.